Selena Lena.
Got home, hella traffic. We got a free backpack for our mouse and laptop. It's a Lenovo ThinkPad T450. Look at that. i7. Oh. Yeah. So I think it's finally time to throw out all my receipts. August 2012, buying that Hunger Games DVD from Toys R Us. Okay, I'm not even sure he can even freaking see me right now, but I've gotten some requests to not be so close to the camera and to speak louder. But I'm gonna try, but I'm way far from the camera now. First of all, can we talk about these two? Because they're essentially the same thing. We going to Westeros. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh God. But I'm not sure how I'm gonna live this next year. Oh, the withdrawals, you know. Thrones is a lifestyle. How do I live? I don't know how close this is. I'm gonna slowly push back. Okay. Darn, I had topics written on my phone too. Okay, well, last week I completed a full week of work, and today was my first day driving alone. So last week I had my dad drive to and from with me because he had vacation, and I have not driven for like 3-something years. So your girl was out of practice. And yeah, I survived today, but had a bit of a close call with some douche that did not know how to signal. If you gon' fucking turn, please put on your blinker so I can adjust my speed accordingly to meet your needs. Yeah, and they're turning left and their tail was out of it because it was a full row of cars in that lane, and I kind of swerved that way, which was really bad because I wasn't looking that way at all. But luckily there was no cars on that side, so that was the best scenario, I guess. I mean, the best would be he would turn on his blinker and I knew he was gonna turn left and I would have slowed down, but bitch didn't. And yeah, this morning, first of all, everyone can see what you're doing in your car. There's windows like everywhere. You're not in a closed 4-wall box. People can see you. And I can see behind you too because I have a thing called a rear view mirror. It's one thing to pick your nose and think that no one can see you. It's another to have a convertible and do it. So you damn sure know people are gonna see that. But you still do it anyway. Okay, whatever. And yes, it was super duper hot today. 106, I believe. And then we had some big news. Our chief of our department is stepping down because her husband died or something, and now she's moving back to Arizona to be with her family. And from the rumor mill, or what I hear from Peggy, who sits across me, she's in the cubicle over, and she's always on the phone because that's what she does. She's like I don't know her position title, but she like arranges things, I guess. That's her title, the arranger, I don't know. So she's always calling people, oh, hi, this is Peggy, I'm just calling. Yeah, that's all I hear a lot of the day. But luckily I got headphones on. And what I heard from Peggy talking to someone on the phone was our chief that's stepping down. She has like really bad relationships with her kids or something, and the husband that died may have been newly married, or the husband of the kids. We don't know, I don't know, because I can only hear one end, which is Peggy, and I can't hear the other end. So she's asking all these questions and I'm not getting the answers. I'm just basing what I know off her reactions to the answers. Yeah. So recently I lost my Guitar Hero dongle. So that's like the little USB chip to wirelessly connect the guitar. And I thought my little cousin, the baby, like threw it in the trash or the toilet or something. So I was googling like where to buy it, but they said that Activision will actually give you one for free due to warranty. So I got that. But turns out my older brother hid it because he was playing with it. So now I have two. So it's been like a week, I think, and I have this 14-minute vlog that I did not upload because I'm really lazy and people will yell at me for lagging them. So I'm gonna include another thing to make it even longer to discourage people from watching it. So this is what I have been working on at work. So we use C# and .NET to create their websites, and I haven't used C# since like 10th grade, and I probably didn't do anything too complex with it. So in order to kind of learn the Visual Studio environment and C# and .NET, my manager, he had us create our own like basic web app just to see where we're at and kind of familiarize ourselves with the IDE and language. And so for this, I kind of did in one day, but an entire week I was kind of just figuring out like how things work and the syntax and like, because Visual Studio has like a weird file system where you have all this crap on the side and they link somehow, and just figuring that out took me a while, and I still kind of probably don't understand how it works, but yeah. And then like the actual things that it did, like functionality wise, I probably did in one day. And also, so I'm just gonna run it, I guess. And we also had to incorporate the company's CSS, so the style that they have for their website right now. And oh crap, I didn't want this page. Hold on. Don't look. Account/login. Okay. So this is the home page, I guess. Well, the first page you see when you log in. And I just chose to do a library because, I don't know, that's the most basic web app I saw in my mind. So if you don't have an account, you register. And I put my register sheet as really minimal because I don't ask for like email or anything. So let's say TPB logs. Password, and I think it's 6 characters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's take a peek. There we go. And hopefully it works. I don't know if I have restrictions against that. Okay, and then it takes you back to the default page, but I'm gonna go take it to the login page to show you it works. Cause I ain't a cheapie like you. Okay, what was it? TPB logs. Someone cannot type with one hand. Or that was right. My mind. Yeah, I just woke up. Okay, so here is like the main functionality page, I guess. So I have this check out a book part here, and this return a book here. And on the bottom is no, I don't want to see this, shut up. Is a list of books that are available. So this was the hardest part to do, I guess, because I had to use and learn SQL, which my manager of course calls SQL, so I look like a noob when I said it. And I was really struggling to learn this crap because, yeah, it was hard, I guess. And we're actually kind of phasing out of SQL, so I kind of learned it for nothing because we want to implement NoSQL, Cassandra, whatever you call it. Okay, so say we want to check out egg because Valerie said that was her favorite. So I type in egg, and the author was chicken, because chicken makes the egg, yeah? So I check it out, and then egg is gone from the database. Do you see that? No more egg. Now if I want to return a book, so, whoops, there's hairs in the page. So if I want to return the book, it really doesn't have to be a book that I already had in the library. It's just probably a basic insert function, and this is just deleting. So there's like no record of what was in the past, and I don't have any account links like who has what book, because he said basic, so this is basic as it gets. Untitled, poop, human, barcode ID is just random numbers, and I usually only use 5. When library books probably use way more. So I push return the book, and now poop by human is in the table. And so if I look at where's my crap at? So all the database stuff is kept in this part called app data. And if I right click, I don't remember how to do this. No, I double click it. It should open it in open Server Explorer here, yes. And let's see. Users. Right click. It's really hard to right click with this thing because I think this thing's like one key, and the ThinkPad part is retarded, so I never use that. So here's where I can view all my table data in like the, what's it called? I don't remember what it's called. Oh, there's like a special word for it. So here are my usernames, TPB logs, which I just made, and Pogo is the account I always use, and the password's ping pong. But of course you can't see it because I hash it. It'll be ridiculous. And to see all my books, I go to the other database, and it's called books because you know, that's what it's called. And here are all the books. Yep, poop is there and egg is gone because we updated it. And I can actually add books here locally. So if I put frog, cow, poop, that's way many numbers, but I'll add. And then if I go back to the website and refresh that, frog should be here. I believe. I've never tried this actually, but should work. And this thing is stupid long to reload. There you go, frog is there. Amazing, wow. I'm like baffled. Oh. And the other thing we have been doing is looking at our company's current source code, which I obviously can't show you for reasons. And we actually recently got assigned our first project, and it's pretty like out of scope of anything I've ever done. And we're migrating the team's servers. So they use a Team Foundation server with Visual Studio, and I can't show you it right now because there's some company stuff there. You're not supposed to disclose it over the internet. And basically it's like a GitHub, but on a larger scale, and you can do all this crap to share between the people you're working with. And I have to learn how to set up that environment with not one but a dual server setup. And I don't know, it's supposed to take a really long time by the way that they're selling it to me. Like, if you can finish this by the time you leave, that will be like a major thing to put on your resume, blah blah blah, they said. So I'm thinking, okay, this must take a while, because I think we have to order like new hardware to support the updated server application thing in Muggy, because there are like certain specs you need, and I think we have to recommend and find what type of hardware and like the specs for that, and like how much memory and like processing speed and stuff it needs. And then we have to go through a whole chain of approval in order to get the stuff, and that will probably slow us down since it's out of our control and in another department. And then we have to migrate all the data from our current databases, because if you're updating a server, you have to keep your crap or it'll be like pointless, right? And that probably will take a while considering how much data we have. I'm not actually sure what the specific numbers are, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot because we're supporting an entire customer base and all that shit.